La familia de criticólogos, como pueden ver, me encuentro al lado derecho, a mano izquierda, con una leyenda de los cómics. Tom Beland, Tom, welcome to criticólogos.
The books are all gone.
I know.
We ran out of books at noon, so thank you for all the people who came out to buy the books. I heard the line was insane.
Yeah, there's still people out there
right man. Now. And you know what? Those people are wearing black and they're built like me, so they're dying. You can tell they're almost dead out there. There's a guy in a Godzilla suit.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's surviving, but he should be on his back dead.
Yeah, I know. Tom, let's talk about a little bit about the new book.
Okay.
Chica Cabra. What? Yes. Okay. First of all, everybody's talking about the title. Talk a little about the title. Where the title came from?
The what?
The title. Chica.
Okay.
Chica.
Someone told me what that really means.
Uh-huh.
But I was thinking of Chupacabra, but since it's a girl, I went with Chicacabra. But then I heard it means like goat whore or something like that, so I didn't care. I didn't care. So if people are expecting goat whore in the book, they're going to be in for a surprise. But it's an idea I bounced around. Originally, it was about a boy who found out he came from a family of Chupacabra people. It was so stupid, I threw it away against the wall. I just ditched the whole thing. And then I had a student. She's the one, Pat, and I got to talk to her, and she was a lovely girl, but she also likes these beetles, these rhino beetles. What do you have? Real ones that crawl up your arm and stuff. And we talked about that, and I thought, well, that's kind of a cool contrast to how she looks. And so I would start doing these little pages of scenes, and they got more and more. I have like probably 30 or 40 of those sketch pads filled up with story ideas. And I sent it to IDW when it was all done, and they said, sure, like within 2 days I had a contract, and they made the books, especially for the con, and it was a rush order, and they nailed it. And people came today, and they were gone by noon. It was hilarious.
That's good news. There's nothing wrong with that. You know?
It's good news, but then it kind of sucks to tell people all day long, well, sorry, we're sold out. But because people wanted to get it. But the response was so awesome. This is the best con I've been to. The best weekend I've had at a con.
Can you talk a little bit about the story?
It's about a girl who she's not going to go to college. She's in high school, and listen, I never went to college, so I put that in her. They go to El Morro, and through a series of events, she goes in these underground tunnels. They're supposed to be under there, and she falls into a lab, and at the lab is this creature in a giant dome. And one of the rocks from the ceiling falls and breaks the glass, and it comes out and swirls around and goes inside of her. So I grew up on Miyazaki films. If this was an American film, they'd find ways to kill that thing that's inside of her. But with Miyazaki, his advice would be learn to live with it. And
embrace it.
Yeah. And so the book's about that. It's a book about two different personas living in one body. And it was a joy to do. It's the hardest thing I ever did in my life was this book. But it came out really fun. And IDW wants more books, so we're going to be doing 2, 3, 4.
You have a series, right? That's the second.
I had a series called True Story, Swear to God. This is only going to be in book form. It's going to be a graphic novel. The next one comes out next year, and we'll do the same thing. We'll have a special cover for the Comic-Con, and then we'll probably order 300 books for that. So.
But you're sold out even for tomorrow.
Yeah, we're done.
Oh my God.
I'll be doing sketches. Yeah, I'm done. We had Fantastic Four books, and that's all we have left on those.
Of course.
Everything blew out this morning. It was crazy.
Let's talk a little bit about your history doing comics. From Fantastic Four, Spider-Man. How have you evolved as an artist?
Well, I started off at a newspaper making cartoons and a weekly comic strip about my life called True Story, Swear to God. Then I went to Disney and I met Lily at a bus stop. I moved here, and it was really about, I started off small. I went mini comics, black and white, no color, and I learned as I went along. I made like 17 mini comics, and then I made that book there, Magic. Disney saw that, and they flew us out and married us because of the book. That got me jobs at Marvel to do Fantastic Four and Spider-Man and those kind of characters. And then from there, I did Chupacabra. And if you read it, it's really about depression because I suffer from depression. Chupacabra, instead of trying to kill that thing inside of me, I learned to live with it. And I let it out when it wants to go out, and then it comes back in, and it's like my pet. I have way better luck with depression with that kind of a concept than I do with taking 6 pills a day and blah, 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 you know, and being zoned out. Yeah, it was very therapeutic to write it because I think people who suffer from that will relate a lot to this book. And it totally changed my whole head around about my depression, that it's not just it's not cancer. You're not going to beat depression, so you learn to live with it. And that was the focal line of this. They're 2 creatures. Isabel and Chupacabra are both these 2 creatures. They've been fucked over big time in their life. And when they see each other, they connect in that sense. So they both kind of need each other. But training this thing is really hard for her. When she goes to sleep, it wakes up and it takes over and does whatever it wants to. And when it wakes up, she wakes up. But if they're both asleep, they share the same dream world. They can do conversations with and stuff.
Tom, if it's sold out in here, where can people get the book?
June 11th, you can get it at Metro Comics or Comics Megazone, anywhere that sells graphic novels. And you can get it on Amazon. And we'll be doing signing parties at Metro Comics and at Megazone. Whoever wants to have me do a signing.
Perfect.
But those 2 places will be the first ones I go to.
Perfect.
Those 2 stores supported me since mini comic days. They're amazing stores, and I love them to death. They're wonderful people.
Perfect. Tom, thank you for the interview.
Oh, thank you, man. Wow, we kept it short. That's awesome.
Yeah.